This is a story about a strange creature called Snowman. A snowman is living deep in the mountains of Mongolia. The Last Snowman, Part 1.
There are rows of mountains on the way from Mongolia to China. These mountains are called the Altai. When a man, while climbing one of these mountains on the back of a camel, looks up at the top of the mountain, his hat falls on the head of the camel, following right behind his camel. It shows how high and steep these mountains are. One day, some people were crossing a narrow valley with pack animals, all in one line. The line was very long because there were so many animals carrying loads. So, the men at the end of the line were able to enter the valley only when the other men at the front already started climbing the slope of the mountain. The loads and the animals all belonged to one rich man. At the foot of the mountain, it was a very hot day, so the dogs there kept their tongues hanging out. But as they climbed up the mountain, it became cooler, and cold raindrops started to fall. Soon, rain changed into snow. It was summer at the foot, and winter higher up in the Altai Mountains. The higher up they climbed, the harder it snowed. Then came a windstorm. Frightened camels were jumping here and there. At last, a child who was dozing off on a camel's back fell down. The boy was a grandson of the old guide who was showing the way through the mountains. The old guide didn't even know that his grandson had fallen from the camel's back and went on climbing the mountain. After a while, the group decided to have a rest on top of a slope. Only then they realized that the child was missing.
The child is gone.
They looked for the boy everywhere, but they couldn't find him.
Child, where are you?
They gave up in the end. The boy was crying and crying in the storm, where he couldn't see anything at all. All of a sudden, a fierce-looking leopard appeared before him. The leopard had dark spots all over his body, like the rocks in the mountain. As soon as the boy turned around to run away, the leopard pounced on him. Suddenly, a giant man appeared out of nowhere. His whole body was covered with hair. It was a snowman. He threw the leopard hard onto a big rock. The hair on the huge man's head was blowing in the wind like the mane of a horse. He had a jutting forehead, a button nose, a short neck, and fire-red eyes. The snowman quickly picked up the child with his hairy hand and took him to a strange place. The place was beautiful and full of gold, silver, and other gemstones. When the boy was brought there, his wounds from the leopard healed right away.